Ransomware attacks have become one of the most dangerous and widespread cyber threats in recent years. And as we move into 2025, the stakes are higher than ever. These malicious attacks encrypt your files and demand a ransom for their release, often causing significant financial and data loss. Whether you are an individual or a business, it's crucial to stay ahead of these threats to protect your data and maintain your security. In this video, we'll explore how to prevent ransomware attacks in 2025 by implementing effective cybersecurity measures. Stay tuned to learn actionable steps to safeguard your devices, data, and network from these devastating attacks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more cybersecurity tips and updates. 1. Keep your software and systems updated. One of the easiest and most effective ways to prevent ransomware attacks is to keep your software, operating systems, and applications updated. Ransomware creators often exploit vulnerabilities in outdated software, so regular updates are essential. Most software providers release patches and security updates to fix known vulnerabilities, and keeping your systems up to date ensures that you have the latest protections in place. Enable automatic updates whenever possible to reduce the risk of falling victim to exploits targeting outdated software. A well-maintained system is one of your first lines of defense against ransomware attacks. 2. Use strong, unique passwords and two-factor authentication. A common entry point for ransomware attacks is through weak or stolen passwords. To strengthen your defenses, use strong, unique passwords for all of your accounts and avoid reusing passwords across multiple sites. A password manager can help you create and store complex passwords securely. Additionally, enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, on your accounts whenever possible. With 2FA, even if a hacker acquires your password, they will still need access to a secondary device, such as your phone, to gain entry. Combining strong passwords with 2FA is a powerful defense against unauthorized access and ransomware attacks. 3. Backup your data regularly. Regular backups are one of the most important precautions you can take to protect yourself from the devastating effects of a ransomware attack. In the event of an attack, if your files are encrypted, having a backup allows you to restore your data without paying the ransom. Backup your important files to an external hard drive or, ideally, a cloud storage service with encryption. Make sure your backups are done on a separate network or device to prevent ransomware from encrypting them as well. Having multiple copies of your data in different locations is the best way to ensure that you can recover from a ransomware attack quickly. 4. Implement endpoint protection and anti-malware software. Endpoint protection software, including antivirus and anti-malware programs, is essential for identifying and stopping ransomware before it can cause harm. These programs can detect known ransomware strains and block them from running on your system. Make sure your endpoint protection software is up to date and capable of scanning all files in real time. Additionally, conduct regular scans for malware to ensure that your devices remain free from harmful software. Anti-malware programs act as an early warning system and can prevent ransomware from infiltrating your devices in the first place. 5. Educate yourself and your team about phishing attacks. Ransomware often enters systems through phishing attacks, where an attacker tricks the user into opening a malicious attachment or clicking on a harmful link. To prevent ransomware from spreading, it is essential to educate yourself and your team about the dangers of phishing. Be cautious of unsolicited emails, especially those from unknown senders or with suspicious attachments. Look out for warning signs such as incorrect grammar, urgent requests, or strange email addresses. If you're ever unsure about an email or link, verify it through official channels before clicking. Training employees or family members on the dangers of phishing can significantly reduce the likelihood of a ransomware attack. 6. Use a virtual private network (VPN). A virtual private network (VPN) encrypts your internet connection and hides your online activity from hackers, making it harder for them to gain access to your devices or network. Using a VPN, especially when browsing on public Wi-Fi networks, adds an extra layer of protection against ransomware and other types of cyber attacks. VPNs ensure that your data is encrypted even when transmitted over unsecured networks, reducing the risk of cyber criminals intercepting your communications or infecting your devices with malware. Always use a reliable VPN service to secure your online presence. 7. Restrict user privileges and access controls. Limiting user privileges and controlling access to sensitive files can reduce the spread of ransomware in case of a breach. Ensure that employees, family members, or anyone who uses your network has access only to the resources they need for their specific tasks. Avoid giving administrative rights unless necessary, as this can limit the damage done if an attacker gains access to a user account. Implementing the principle of least privilege helps ensure that ransomware cannot easily spread through your entire system. 8. Monitor your network traffic for suspicious activity. Monitoring your network for suspicious activity can help you detect potential ransomware attacks before they escalate. Tools like intrusion detection systems, IDS, and intrusion prevention systems, IPS, can alert you to unusual patterns, such as a high volume of outgoing data or a rapid file encryption process, which are common indicators of a ransomware attack. By setting up alerts and continuously monitoring your network traffic, you can respond to threats in real time and minimize the damage caused by ransomware. 9. Have a ransomware response plan in place. Being prepared for a ransomware attack is crucial. Having a ransomware response plan in place ensures that you know exactly what to do if you're targeted. Your plan should include steps for isolating infected systems, contacting authorities, notifying relevant parties, and restoring data from backups. It's important to act quickly to prevent the attack from spreading. A well-documented response plan can minimize downtime, reduce data loss, and speed up recovery efforts. Practice this plan regularly to ensure that everyone involved knows their roles and responsibilities. 10. Don't pay the ransom. If you are ever attacked by ransomware, it is important to remember not to pay the ransom. Paying cybercriminals does not guarantee that they will decrypt your files or stop them from attacking again. In fact, paying may only encourage them to target you or others in the future. Instead, report the attack to authorities, restore your data from backups, and implement the preventive measures discussed to stop future attacks. Many law enforcement agencies recommend against paying the ransom as it can fund further illegal activities and create more victims. Ransomware attacks are a growing threat in 2025, but with the right precautions, you can greatly reduce the risk of falling victim to these malicious attacks. These malicious attacks encrypt your files and demand a ransom for their release, often causing significant financial and data loss. Whether you are an individual or a business, it's crucial to stay ahead of these threats to protect your data and maintain your security. By keeping your systems updated, using strong passwords, backing up your data, and educating yourself about the risks, you can protect yourself and your business from the devastating effects of ransomware. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more insights into cybersecurity and staying safe online. Stay vigilant, stay protected, and don't let ransomware take you by surprise.